Good morning. Today is Tuesday at 7:26 a.m. and I got an offer from Uber Eats to go to Tropical Smoothie. I'm going to get $7.33 for 3.4 miles. I turned the app on this morning at I think like 6:45 and I did a few other things this morning. I got the new car registration for my car, so I put the new sticker on. And I had to upload my registration to Uber Eats and also my car insurance. So I took care of all that this morning. And I think I waited about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes for this offer to come in. And it's been slow this morning. The app was real quiet at first when I turned it on, and nothing was coming in at all. And then a few things trickled in that were lousy, and then there was one trip radar match that came in that was almost pretty good. It was like $13 for like 7.5 miles, but it was two deliveries. But I didn't even bother clicking on it because usually the first offer I like to do has to be $2 for every mile, so it didn't meet that criteria. So I didn't take it. And so once I get to Tropical Smoothie, I'm going to go through the drive-thru because it's so early right now. They usually don't have the main door open yet. So the drive-thru is really your only option at Tropical Smoothie this early in the morning. Let's see, what did this customer order? Looks like just some food and a drink. It's gonna be warm today. It's gonna be in the upper 80s. Blue skies as usual and sunny. And of course the goal today is, as it always is, or usually is, it's $50 goal, and I'm only gonna work on the latest. I think I'm gonna work today is until probably about 10 or 10:30 at the latest. Usually I finish by 9:30 or 10. All right, I gotta get to the drive-thru. This is always a weird turn. Yeah, hi, Uber Eats.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Man, that sun is strong. Like the glare from the glass is blinding me. Well, they said it was ready, so I guess it's still not quite ready. Here it comes. Oh yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Of course. Here's that. Shells in the bag.
All right, enjoy. Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna verify the order. Order verified, got it. I'm gonna complete the pickup. And now we're on our way. Looks like we're gonna be traveling 5 minutes, 2.1 miles. And let's see, it looks like it's gonna be a meet at the door. Text me when you're here. The door might be locked. All right. Well, it wasn't too long. It wasn't too long of a wait. This looks like a business that I'm going to. And right now I'm thinking if I've ever been to this drop-off location, and I'm pretty sure that I have. Based on the direction I'm going, I think there's just like a medical center at the drop-off with multiple buildings. So that's probably where I'm going to next. Traffic right now is really busy. It is. It's the witching hour. This is the time when everybody is headed off to work and to school, so no surprise. Yesterday, it seemed like nobody was working yesterday. Everybody must have decided to take Monday off, but today everybody's back out in full force on the road. I still keep hearing on the internet that the shelves are going to be empty pretty soon. They just keep saying it over and over again. I'm like, is it going to happen? I guess I'll know, by the summertime for sure. We'll know whether or not the shelves in the stores are going to be empty. They're really dramatizing it, like it's going to be really severe, like worse than the pandemic. We'll just all have to wait and see what happens. I hope you're all prepared. I don't know how prepared you can really be. I guess just have the basics to survive if the shelves are empty. Try to make sure you have like a sack of rice and some beans, I guess. I don't know. It's always hard to know whether or not it's really true what they're saying on the internet or if it's a bunch of baloney. If it turns out that it's true, well, it's going to be much harder to do this job because I won't be able to get anything for the customers. So that's going to be a problem. If I can't, if customers order stuff and there's nothing there on the shelves, then that's going to be tough. I'm trying to remember what it was like during the pandemic when I was doing this job. I think all I did was I got substitutes. People would say, just get me anything. People were so desperate. I'm like, okay. So that's probably what could happen again, is that people will just message me and say, get me something. If they don't have it, if it's not in stock, give me X, Y, and Z. And I'll be like, all right, let me see if they have whatever substitute you want. Either that or people won't have any money. And then that means I'll just stay home. I'll be like, well, that puts my hobby on pause. I won't be able to do any delivering. Oh, the person just sent me a message. Text me when you get here. The door is locked until 8. Alright. I'll text you. it this building? Yeah, it's this one. How do I message them? Where's my message icon? They said the door is locked, but I guess I'll go stand over there until they come out. I guess they're gonna come down the elevator, I guess. No, it's unlocked. Why did they say it's locked? Yeah, the door wasn't locked, so I'm on my way to the office. Thank you. They really threw me off. I guess that was just like a default message that they sent. Because the door was open and then they said, oh, just come on up. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. Hello. There you go, and the straw's in the bag. Thank you, have a good one, no problem. Take care. Alright, well that's all done. And now, I got nothing. So based on my location where I'm at, I have to, oh gosh, what's the good decision? Should I guess what I should do next is just head back to where the tropical smoothie was, I guess. That would make probably the most sense. My only two options right now are to either go to a McDonald's or go back to where the tropical smoothie was. And the McDonald's that's near here, it's really, if I go there, there's not many places other than McDonald's where I'll get an offer. So my best bet is to go back to where the tropical smoothie is, because I got a Starbucks there, I got the tropical smoothie, there's a Target that's going to open in 15 minutes, there's the Sprouts Market, there's Walgreens. So there are many more chances I can get an offer than if I just go to the McDonald's. So the drop-off went just fine. There was just the initial confusion about the door being locked. So that created some confusion. $5.54, 3.3 miles, Jack in the Box. Well, I guess I'll take it. It's slow right now, so I'll take it. Alright, we got the next one. I'm going to be going to Jack in the Box. It's from DoorDash. I'm going to get, I think it's $5.54 for 3.3 miles. It's not the greatest offer, and it's definitely not $2 for every mile. But at least it's something in hand. And I figured by the time I got to the next parking spot and waited, that's about another half a mile away, so I could minus a half a mile from the offer. So that would put it at about a 2.7 offer for that amount of money. So that's a fair offer. If it was 2.7 miles and it was $5.57, it would make sense. So that's why I took it. Sometimes when you get an offer and you're so close to where you just dropped off the last offer, you try to give them a little bit of slack because you're like, you know that you're going to drive anywhere from half a mile to up to like a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles before you get your next offer because you're just trying to reposition yourself, you know, into a hot spot area where you can get your next offer. So sometimes I give them a little bit of slack if it's not $2 for every mile. It's going to take about 6 minutes to get there, so the food should be ready by the time I get there. Most of the time when I get these fast food offers, I'm like less than a mile from the pickup, so when I'm this far away, it gives them a lot more time to get the order ready. The guy I delivered the tropical smoothie to, he was so soft spoken I could barely hear what he was saying. I just did my standard spiel, and I think he said just thank you so much, drive safe, I think is what he said. Well, today I've got to get some gasoline for this car. I have about 1 3/4 gallons of gas left in this car. And I'm just waiting until I get near the Smith's gas station or the Sam's Club gas station to get gas. So as soon as I get to a drop-off that's anywhere near either of those gas stations, I'm going to pause my apps and get some gas. Right now is not a good time to get gas though anyway. Everybody's on the road right now, so usually the best time to get gas is like between 8 and 9:30 is a good time to get gas. That's when everybody's finally wherever they need to get to, and the gas stations aren't super busy. Take a look and see what this person ordered. 7 items. I don't think I see any drinks. No, there's no drinks here. So I don't have to worry about drinks, so that's good news. It's just going to be a bag of food. I'm going in the direction of all the commuters, so the traffic is heavy. I think I'm close enough to the restaurant, or I can click on arrive at store. The customer must be really close to the restaurant because it seems like all the miles I've driven have been mostly just to get here. And it's only a I think it said 3 point, I don't know, what did it say, 3.3? I don't remember. A little over 3 miles, and I think I already have driven over 2 miles to get here. All right, we finally made it. Let's go inside and pick it up. Well, it's not ready, and it looks like I'm dropping off to the high school, and this is like the worst time of day to be going to a high school. That was a long wait. That was about an 8-minute wait. Gonna be going 3 minutes, 0.7 miles. Come to the big white bus in the parking lot. I'll meet you there. The big white bus. Well, that's a first. This is the first time they didn't say to leave it at the office, the main office. Big white bus. I guess maybe they're going on a field trip and they decided to order something before the bus left. Trying to think if I've ever seen a big white bus in their parking lot. I don't remember seeing anything like that. Well, I guess we'll all find out together once I get there. In 2 minutes, 0.6 miles, just depending on traffic. I don't know if the kids are trying to get to school right now or not for the high school. That I don't know. I thought they started school early, like 7:30, but I can see quite a few cars already in line to make a left turn. So that's not a good sign. There's like maybe about 10 cars in front of us trying to make this left turn.
Dash customer calling. Never share personal information, passwords, or verification codes with anyone over the phone.
Hi, I'm just calling. Hi, I'm calling about the delivery for Coronado.
Yeah, I'm almost there, and I'm supposed to look for like a white bus. Is that right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was just trying to see because I kept getting a message that it wasn't being sent. So, but yeah, just look for the bus out front, and I'm wearing a black T-shirt. So I'm just standing by the bus.
Okay, sounds good. All right, see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Guess they were having some type of problem. I see the bus. She said she'll be standing by the bus. I'll type I'm here. Oh no, I can't send them a message. Let's see if they materialize. Is that down there? Oh, there they are. Right?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. Be careful.
Thank you. Bad GPS signal. Continue with the delivery. I handed the order to the customer. Confirm. Okay, so that worked out. That was easier than I expected. And it was nice that the customer was communicating with me. That made it easier for the delivery. Oh, it's coming in now. Oh, I don't go there. That place smells like cigarettes. So now I'm gonna head back towards Munchbox, I guess. Would be the most sensible place to go next. Or I could go to where the CVS is. It's a tough call now. I'm either gonna go near the CVS where Pink Box is at or across the street where Munchbox is at. Either way it should work out fine. Both those places are hotspot areas. What is this? says $14 for 9 miles. No. $12.75 for 11 miles. No. Well, I'm in the far right hand lane, so I guess I'm gonna park near Munchbox. Walgreens, $7.25, 7.6. Goodbye. Yeah, this is a hot spot area, so there's a lot of opportunities on all the different corners in this area. I really want to park where there's shade, so because I don't know how long I'm going to be waiting. So let's see if I can find a spot where at least the sun isn't in my face. That garbage truck's been there for several days. I'll park here. It seems like a good enough place to park. Alright, let's see what happens next. And we're going to be going to Starbucks. I'm going to get $5.39 for 2.7 miles. Let's start making our way to Starbucks. I got a clear shot to the exit without any problems. I was waiting in the parking lot, not very long at all. Maybe 2 to 3 minutes I was sitting in the parking lot waiting for an offer to come in. I'm not sure where the drop-off's going to be for this one, and I always try not to think about it. It's like if you start jumping too far ahead, you start getting yourself all worked up. It's like just get the food in the car. That's your job number one. It's like once you get the offer, get whatever you need to pick up and get it in the car, and then worry about the next part after you do that. That's the problem with this job if you're new and you're stressed. When you're stressed, you're always trying to think 10 steps ahead because you're trying to minimize the stress. But that's actually creating more stress for you. Thinking too far ahead creates anxiety. It's always better to try to just stay in the present moment. It's where your attention should always focus. It's like what's happening right now, and then your stress level becomes more manageable because you're just dealing with whatever's happening at the moment. You can apply that not only to this job but into your actual life. In life, it's always best just to stay in the present moment. It's like just deal with whatever's happening right now and try not to think too far ahead. The only time you need to think far ahead is when you're in the planning stages. Like when you're trying to plan your future, try to create a structure, try to organize yourself in a way so that you've got every day you're doing something to build yourself towards the future. That way you have your plan set and you're just executing your plan. like every day I do this job, I know $50 is dropping into a little tiny bucket every day. And I know by the end of the month, that bucket should have about $1,500 in it. But if I thought about how many days and deliveries I would have to do to get that $1,500, well, that would give me anxiety and stress. But if I just take one delivery at a time and enjoy the day and just cruise around, everything works out just fine. The stress is not high at all. All right, we made it to Starbucks. Let's go get that coffee. About a 5-minute wait. Apartment. Gate code. Oh, a meet at the door. No building number. Okay. It was busy inside the Starbucks. I think there was one other delivery driver that was there. Oh, this person just stopped right behind me. I guess they're going to back into a parking spot is my guess. I don't know what. They don't know what they're doing. They're still learning how to drive. Ooh, look at all the cars suddenly coming in. This is a bad sign. Maybe I shouldn't have gone this way. Everything's backing up. This Starbucks is so popular. They really should have put it somewhere else. It should be in a much bigger parking lot. 3 minutes, 0.8 miles. And the person is watching me on their phone. I see the little blue icon. I think there was one other delivery driver inside the Starbucks, and then they left. They abandoned the order. They got sick of waiting, and they left. So far, it's a pretty terrible day. Whenever you're just getting low dollar offer after offer, it's hard to get to the goal. Because if I just keep getting $5 and $6 offers, that means I've got to do about 8 or 9 deliveries in a 2-hour window, and that's not possible. There's no way for me to do that many deliveries in that time frame. So that means I'm making less than my $20 an hour. I'm probably making more like 15 to 17. Oh, the gate's open. What a surprise. There's a plus. Now, what building are they in? I think they said building 1. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Backing out. There goes all my time that I saved by going through the gate. Ooh, they're one of those slow backer-uppers, too. Some people just back up so slow. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. Whew, it's a log jam of people. I will leave your food at the front door as requested. Thank you. It's a meet at the door, but it's a leave at the door. I guess I'll sit here and wait for the next one. An offer just came in for $5 for 3 miles. But I'm not taking any more $5 offers right now. They have to be at least 6. I'm having a $5 offer overload here. When I take too many $5 offers, it just creates a situation where I'm lowering my hourly rate. There has to be a mix of dollar amounts that I'm getting in order for me to make the $20 an hour. So sometimes some offers have to be, $7. Then I've got to get a few $10 ones, then a few $5 ones. So it averages out. But if all I keep getting over and over again is $5 offers, I'm going to end up with like $30, $35 in my pocket by the time I just have to turn the app off. So this is where you have to gamble. This is where you have to say, look, I can't accept your $5 offer. I need more money. $10.07 for 17 miles. But at least I'm currently in a hot spot. I'm parked in the exact spot where I dropped off the Starbucks order. So I have not moved the car at all. I'm just sitting here waiting. I guess while I'm waiting, I can show you a few things in the app. So if you're new to Uber Eats and you're driving around and you're getting real tired and you just want to take a break, but you keep getting delivery after delivery, you just press the Stop New Request button. And it's easy to find. You just swipe up where those 3 little lines are. Like there's 3 lines in the bottom right hand corner of the app. And you just put your thumb there, your finger there, and then you just swipe up. You just go like that with your finger, swipe up. And then you'll see a big red button. Oh wait, no, that's the go offline button. Hold on a second. So don't swipe up. You press the little hamburger button. Where is it? Oh, because I'm not in a delivery. So when you're in a delivery, instead of seeing the go offline button, you'll see the stop new request button. That's why I'm not seeing it. And then for DoorDash, if you want to pause DoorDash, there's 3 lines right next to that blue shield, and you tap that. And then you're going to see a screen where you can see a text that says pause orders. And you just tap that and it'll pause your dash. So that's it. That's how it works. The Uber Eats one I wanted to show you, but I forgot that you cannot stop new requests if you're not currently in a delivery. The only option that shows up is the go offline. All right, well, I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to just head back home, I guess. Nothing is coming in, so I am getting out of here. Oh, something's coming in. $4? Get out of here. I'm going to make my way towards the gas station. I figure if it's this slow now, might as well just go get gas. I'm going to head over to the Smith's gas station. And then there's a Starbucks near there and a Wendy's. So maybe I'll get something while I'm on my way to the gas station. There's a 7-Eleven right here, but they're too expensive. $4 a gallon, that's too high. The cheapest price is Sam's Club, but the price difference is not like a huge amount between the Smith's gas station and the Sam's Club. So, and I don't fill up the car often enough to really, worry about a few pennies. I usually get gas every other week, so it's not gonna break the bank if I spend a little extra on gas by going to the Smith's gas station. And then the nice thing is that I have a Sam's Club credit card that gives me 5% cash back, or Sam's Club credit cash back on my when I use the Sam's Club card at any gas station. So I usually let that build up, and then I can get some free stuff when I go to Sam's Club. So right now I still have the DoorDash and Uber Eats apps on, and if an order comes in that's a really good order, like $10 or higher, I'll just take it and get the gas later. But if it's less than that, then I'll just keep declining until I finally get gas in the car. I think the last time I got gas at the Smith's gas station, I had I think I got an order. No, I got it. Yeah, I got an order from Starbucks that's in that same shopping center, and I was just a half a mile away for the delivery, and that's why I went to the gas station last time. Oh gosh, $2.44. How sad. How sad. Nothing but terrible offers. Sometimes when it's slow, there's nothing you can do. There's no trick in the world that's going to get you an offer, an order, if there's nothing coming in that's good. $5.50 to go to Starbucks, 2.6 miles. Well, I'll take this one, and then I will get gas, since it's in the same shopping center. That kind of works out. Yeah, this works out good. I'll just pick up some gas real fast, and then I'll head on over to Starbucks and get the order, since I'm literally right there. And the gas station shouldn't be busy, so it should just be a couple minutes. This would be like dirty stacking, what I'm doing. It's almost like I'm doing a dirty stack, but it's like it's a dirty gas station stack. A lot of people here. It doesn't look so hot for my situation. diesel. $3.50. That's a good deal for gas. $3.50. Not too expensive. I think that took me about 3 minutes to do. And now I'm right here in the shopping center with the Starbucks. I just gotta creep my way over there and get away from all these other cars. It's like everybody leaves at the same time. Oh, all these cars are going to be making a left turn trying to get to the light. Gosh darn it. I should have went the other way. Well, I made a mistake. This was the wrong way to go. This was the shortest distance to get to the Starbucks, but I didn't factor in all these cars trying to get to the light. I'm like the only one that's just trying to get straight across the way. And the Starbucks doesn't look busy at all, so it should be in and out. It's probably just sitting there waiting for me. Alright, let's go run in and get it. Obviously no waiting. No receipt. Just take a picture of the bag. Done. Confirm. Start the delivery. We're going 9 minutes, 1.7 miles. It's a leave at the door and I have a gate code. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy I got this offer and I'm happy that I got gas in the car. The only person not happy is probably this customer. They're probably like, where's my coffee? It should have been here. It should be here already. I'm like, I only spent 3 minutes putting gas in the car. It couldn't have been that long of a delay. I've waited inside of a Starbucks as long as 15 minutes one time I waited for somebody's order. So I don't think 3 minutes is gonna hurt anybody. Oh good, this drop off is still gonna keep me in my hot zone. I'm gonna put on hand sanitizer. Make sure you guys always keep hand sanitizer in your car. There are germs all over this darn town. I'm always touching all kinds of doors and pushing buttons all day long. I always do everything I can to not touch my face when I'm doing this job. Sometimes you just can't help it, so I just will use the outside of my hand or my arm if I have an itch. If I got an itch that needs scratching, I don't think this is going to be a hard drop off. Everything looks pretty good. All I got to do is cross over the freeway and then make a left on Paso Verde. It's like about an 8 minutes from here, 1.7 miles, so it's not going to be difficult. It's all dependent on the lights. Sometimes you hit a lot of red lights on the way to a drop-off, and it just takes twice as long. But you gotta just be patient. This job requires a lot of patience. If you notice, there's always a lot of waiting. I always talk about wait time. It's like you've got to wait for the lights to turn. You got to wait at the restaurant for them to give you the order. You got to wait at the drop-off location till the customer answers the door. There's a lot of waiting. What helps me to be patient doing this job is just knowing that it's a hobby, it's fun, and I'm just enjoying my morning. I don't think I could handle this job as a full 8-hour-a-day job. I'd lose my temper so quick. I could not stay this cool-headed knowing I've got a 10-hour day ahead of me to do that many, to fulfill that many orders and put up with that many difficult challenges. I'd be so worn. I couldn't do it. There's a doggy in the car. I see you, doggy. You're having a good day. Let's go for a car ride. Ooh, we didn't make this light either. Everyone's going through the red. Even that guy went through the red. People in this town are so evil. They have no respect for the law in this town. Well, once again, we got another $5 order here. So it looks like that I'm not going to be hitting the goal today. The time's currently 8:45. I mean, I guess I could work longer. I'm going to work, what did I say this morning? I was going to work till 10:30 at the latest, so 9. Well, I got about an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes left to achieve the goal, so it's not looking so good. I don't know how much money I've already made, I'm not sure. Let me see if I can find out here on my phone. So, the tip came in for, one tip came in for Uber Eats. Let's see, what money am I missing? I'm missing about $3 and change from Uber Eats, so that comes out to about $12 and change I made on Uber Eats. And the other app, oh, it won't say. I can't tell you. I'm in a delivery. So, yeah, I can't tell you. Let me see if I can maybe find the offers. Let's see, how many? I think I just did one DoorDash, so $6. I think that's it, just $6. So 6 and 18. I'm barely at like the low 20s right now. Wow, I'm really doing bad today. I think I've made about maybe somewhere between $20 and $24 I've made today so far. And I think that includes this delivery. Maybe things will turn around. Sometimes what'll happen is all of a sudden things will just blow up and I'll get really big. I'll get that one super good offer that will resolve all of my problems when it comes to making all the money I need to make. So maybe that'll happen. Tuesdays are not known for being busy days, so usually the busiest days in general are like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays are busy. Busiest days for me tend to be on Sunday. Best money making days. Gate code. Starting to get warmer. It's 70 degrees. Currently have 15 miles on the car and I'm getting 62 miles to the gallon. What is the address? Okay. Oh, their garage is open. Better park here. Thank you. Hello. Alright, well, I just left it at the door. As instructed. Turn Uber Eats back on. This is one of those days where you're just like, wow, this is like volunteer work, charity work I'm doing today. Way to go. Way to stop at that stop sign. Way to go. Another responsible citizen of Las Vegas. Showing just how much you can rely on them to be a safe driver. So now I'm just going to head back to the district where I'll be close to several coffee shops as well as a Target. And I'll do the normal 5 minutes like I always do. And I'll just sit and wait. Yeah, on slow days it's really tough. If you have the ability to drive people around, that's a good alternative. The problem though when you drive people around is they usually want to go somewhere really far away and it takes you outside of your area. But sometimes you can fish. You can fish for Uber and Lyft offers that are really close. You know, they're like a 2 or 3 mile drive where they just have to go go a few blocks. That happens once in a while. But you never know what kind of character you're going to get in your car. That's what I don't like about driving people. There's just too many things that are unpredictable when you drive people around. It's just not worth it. It's better just to just sit and wait for the next delivery than to deal with picking up people. You never know what kind of mental state a human being's going to be in when they get in your car. All right, we made it to the district area. I'll let you know when something comes in. I was here for 7 minutes and got absolutely nothing. What we got ourselves here is a dead day. There is nothing. It's a day where there's no work and it is dry to the bone. I think I got like another $5 McDonald's offer that came in, and I was like, I'm not doing another $5 offer. And that was it. There was nothing else that came in. Got the next offer from Uber Eats. I'm going to be going to Sprouts Farmers Market. I'm going to get $15.56 for 6.2 miles and shop for 22 items. This isn't a very good offer. It's way too many items for that amount of money. The app even shows it's going to take me at least an hour to shop for all these items. I believe it. And then based on the drop-off street, it looks like I'm dropping off to an apartment, so it ain't going to be pretty. This one's going to be a tough one. But this will get me to, I think this will get me to like $40. And it'll more than likely be the last one. I'll probably just feel completely worn out after I do this one. Oh, let's see what I'm shopping for, if anything is difficult. Well, nothing heavy yet. Nothing. So far, so good. Yep, everything looks good. I don't see any items in this shopping list that looks difficult. I mean, I'm going to be all over the store, but I don't see anything that's, cases of water or bags of ice or anything like that, cans of soda. So, I think I'm going to be okay. I'm just going to go slow. I have to treat this like what it is. It's a slow day, and you just got to take offers, take what you can get, and then just move on. Move on to the next day and see what happens next. It was kind of nice to be at home for a little bit. I had some cottage cheese with apple and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on flaxseed bread, so it was pretty good. And then I just watched some TV for a while. And I'm still on schedule. It's only 9:38 right now. So it's not super late or anything. This particular Sprouts is kind of far. It's another 8-minute drive to get to it. I was surprised I got this offer since I'm so far from the Sprouts market. I guess a lot of people don't like to do shopping, so that's probably why they sent it my way. They know I have a good reputation when it comes to completing these type of orders. I guess it's not a horrible day. At least the weather's cooperating. I keep hearing ambulances. There must be a lot of people having medical issues today. There was an ambulance that I went by just right now, and then there's another one. Well, it's also because the hospital's right here, so that's it probably too. So yeah, I'm really concerned about this whole tariff thing and the idea that things aren't going to be on the shelves. And if the work dries up, I have to sort of make a plan of what I'm going to do if there's no work. If suddenly people stop doing stuff, I'm not exactly sure what else I would want to do in the mornings. I mean, I'm not going to take lousy offers. I'm sure the offers will be like $1. Drive 10 miles for $1. 34 cents. Take this 7-Eleven order and get paid 34 cents for your troubles. I guess it's nothing to worry about until it happens. At least I'm not in a situation where it's like money I'm relying on. It's not one of those situations. This is the kind of thing where if it doesn't work out and there's just no work, you just do other things to keep busy. Things that don't pay money. I wouldn't want to drive people around in a recessionary environment, that's for sure. There would be no tips. People wouldn't tip. You'd be getting like $5 or $4.50 for every person you gave a ride to. And then who knows the kind of crazy people you end up getting in your car because you're in a recession. There could be some real scary people that you might have to deal with. A lot of delivery drivers are fearful of strangers in their cars, so they won't do Uber or Lyft or anything like that. That's very common. I'm not afraid of having people in my car. I just don't like the headache. That was the second type of gig work that I did when I started doing gig work, was Uber and Lyft, and I did that for a solid 2 or 3 years. I think I did that for, and I had all kinds of craziness in my car, but I wasn't scared. I was just like, oh brother. I was like, get this person out of my car. Get them out of my car. I don't want them in my car no more. Temperature's currently 73 degrees. I got 19 miles on the car. I'm getting 60 miles to the gallon. I got a full tank of gas. All is well. I heard yesterday was the third busiest day at the airport here in Vegas. I guess it was busy because there was some big convention, and then there was an AC/DC concert. And I guess there's a lot of people that are metalheads that come from all over the world, because AC/DC doesn't perform that often, I guess, because they're really old by now. So it was a big turnout, I heard, as well as the convention. I don't know what the convention was for, but I heard that was a big turnout as well, so it really jammed at the airport. This guy's on cruise control. It's like it's 45 miles an hour, dude. Step on that pedal. I didn't see any unusual items in the shopping list worth even showing you guys. There was like some lotion, and then there's like just food items. There was just regular stuff. Nothing exciting or exotic to even tell you guys about. And I am committed to getting this job order completed, because look how far I'm having to drive just before I even start the shopping. So I'm like, I've got to get this job done. I'm eating up a lot of miles just to get to the shopping part of the job. Grocery outlet, grand opening May 1st. Huh. They're always opening up new things here. We just got our first Aldi's. I watch somebody on YouTube who lives in Florida, and she's always shopping at Aldi's in Florida. And I was like, I wonder what it's like to be at an Aldi's. And sure enough, we're gonna get our own Aldi's here in Vegas. And the next time I go, I'll have to remember to bring a quarter so I can get a shopping cart, which is so weird, since I've never had to do that in my entire life. I've never had to use a quarter to get a shopping cart in order to do shopping at a grocery store. So that's that's like a novelty. Man, we finally made it to Sprouts. It was a long journey. What's happening? Why is there... Oh, they closed that side of the... I'm going to have to go over here. Looks like they closed the entrance. Maybe they're doing paving? They're doing road paving. Oh, everyone's driving like Looney Tunes. I'm just going to park. Let's go in. Oh, they put down new asphalt. So I parked on the wrong side of the parking lot. Parmesan cheese, plant-based sausage, nibbles potatoes, yellow onion, celery, red bell pepper, Jacinto kale, organic parsley, sliced mini bella, organic kale, apples, dragon fruit, ginger root, coconut cream, kidney beans, vegetable broth, toilet paper, substitute, deodorant. Whew. Man, oh man. This was too much. I was in there for 40 minutes. And I'm not even at the drop-off yet. This was a not worth it order. Terrible, terrible order. And difficult. This was a high-level, difficult order to finish. I was struggling because there was so much produce to shop for. I could not keep up with all the produce that I had to shop for. It seemed like I was in there for an eternity. It just didn't want to end. And I said I did not want to work past 10:30, and the time is currently 10:27. So I am going to work well past my limit of how long I wanted to work today. But I took it knowing full well that it's slow and I just wanted to get it, so I got it all right. I got it good. I got it in the most painful way. The only good part about this shopping experience was that there was a checker that helped me to get out of there. Normally at this Sprouts location, they want you to just use the self-checkout and not use a checker. And that would have been horrible because it's so hard to scan all that produce by yourself. I mean, you got to manually type in just about every single item and put in whether it's organic or not organic. Oh, it's a mess. So now we're going to go 5 minutes, 2.1 miles. It's an apartment. I have no gate code. They gave me something called an entry code. That ain't going to do nothing. And I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to get to this apartment. Oh, it's the hard apartment too with the secured buildings. Wow. This is a real bad one. Ooh, what a way to end the day. Slow and terrible and then a really hard final one. This would be considered an advanced delivery for advanced drivers, delivery drivers. Not if you're a beginner, I think you would quit. If you got this assignment and this was your first one doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, this would be your last day doing it. You'd be like, I quit. I'm not doing this job. It's too hard. Now I can see why they threw this one my way. Nobody wanted it. Everybody wanted the money, but nobody wanted to do the work that this is going to involve. I think I'm going to end up making about, let's see, if it takes $15 an hour. It's probably going to take a little over an hour. So I think for this job, I will be making about $13 an hour when it's all done. This person was not very generous at all. For the amount of work involved in this delivery, they were way underpaying for this one. They must have known. They must have known that the delivery drivers are desperate right now because it's so slow. I couldn't believe they were repaving the parking lot and the Sprouts, and that it was like an obstacle course to get into the Sprouts. I parked on the right side. I had to walk all the way to the left side. Then I had to get the cart and go all the way back to the left side inside the store. Then go back to the right. It was like I was a rat in a maze trying to get through there. Oh, this apartment building is so difficult. This is a really hard one. I'm going to put everything on my flatbed cart and wheel it. It's because I got so much stuff and I cannot do all this in 2 trips. The parking lot is just too far from the customer's front door. So that's what I'm going to do. And then they put meat at the door. Great, because they must have problems getting their groceries, I bet you. I bet you a lot of people are just like, forget it, and they don't deliver it. I could easily see that happening. What time was it when I first got this offer? That's what I want to know. When this offer first came in, the time was 9:32. So it's been exactly 1 hour already. So I am currently at $15 an hour right now. I'm getting paid for this assignment. Whew, what a joke. The good news is that I don't really care so much about my time. It's more about the miles on the car. So how many miles was this? 6 miles. So yeah, it's fine. It's over $2 a mile. So it's fine. I'll live and learn, as they say. And it is taking me back closer to home, so it's not going to be double the miles to get back home. It'll probably be, I think from this point, I think I'm about 3 miles from home, so it's going to be a total of probably about 9 miles. There's probably going to be stairs too, so that could be a challenge. And there's nothing really heavy, it's just bulky. So if I could somehow bundle it all up and fit it in 2 giant bags, then I could just carry it. No, I better not do that. Then I'm going to hurt my hand. Okay, so they're in building number 6. Maybe that'll be one of the smaller buildings, I hope. Usually the people here are nice and they'll meet me outside. Not this customer. This customer's like, you're on your own. Good luck. Building 6. I found building 6. I see a code box. Now, how easy is it going to be to access their front door? It doesn't look too bad. All right, let's do it. Looks like I can carry it. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Yeah, no problem. We lucked out. The customer was responsive to both letting us into the building and answering the door. We totally lucked out. And best of all, it was on the first floor. Oh man, I'm so happy it was on the first floor. I was like, please don't let it be up on the 3rd floor, and I gotta go all the way across trying to find an elevator. Whew. God, I'm glad that's done. That was pretty messy. That was a pretty messy one. $15 for an hour and I think it was like an hour and 5 minutes worth of work. All right, so it's like maybe it's still like about $14 an hour. Oh well, whatever. all the money just falls into the little kitty. It falls into a little tiny piggy bank. It goes pa-plink, pa-plink, pa-plink. The coins go in. And right now I only have 23 miles on the car, so. And actually I still have the app on in case something incredible comes in. Because every once in a while, you'll get a lottery ticket order that'll come in. It'll be like $35 for 3 miles. Shop for 6 items. You're like, I'll take it. $13 for 6 miles. Nope, that's a normal one. Right now I'm looking for something $15 or higher. And no more than 5 miles. And something real simple. Nothing like that order. No giant amount of shopping involved. Just a simple one, you know, pick it up, drop it off.